Okay, I think I'm live. I just want to go live while I'm on my break. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I just want to do a quick video since I didn't post anything on Monday, but it is February 1st and I'm feeling a shift coming again. And when I have these feelings, I feel like now I need to share this with my audience and for the person who needs to probably hear this, because there is a shift happening and you do not want to miss this. Don't be scared by this. Just try it out. The worst thing you can do is not try it all. Okay. For a lot of y'all don't know, but I'm going to make a part 2 of this video about how I manifested a lot of things in my life. Even when it seemed like the impossible, it has happened. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I didn't know how it was going to get there, how it was gonna work out for me, but it ended up working out for me. Thank you guys. Make sure on your way in, hit the like button. So let me share a secret with you guys. If you really want your life to be changed, make sure you watch this video in total, because this was put on my spirit and this is why I'm making this video. So I don't care about the views. This is for the person who needs it the most. If you need a financial shift, make sure you like this button. Hit the like button. If you are in need of growing financially, abundantly, you want to move, you want to just see something, growth happening, your business happening, watch this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. I would say probably back when, after my house burned down, I had to move up on my own, and I had so much fear, right? And I learned about manifestation, but I was in a battle with my mind about like what that is. But I've learned the most powerful tool, and even it says in the Bible, is to write it down and let it go and give it to God and trust that, he is going to work all things out. So I learned about scripting. I actually forgot my book I forgot to bring my book with. I have a manifestation book, and I visualized how I wanted this book to look. I went into the store and I asked God to point out the book that is for me. And I went through the store and I didn't see anything. I went to another store and it was just a colorful book, and it had a very powerful scripture on it. And I said, that's the book for me. That's what it describes me. So I bought the book for myself and I bought another book for somebody else. And I said, wow, I need a pen. I need a pen, like a special pen to go with this book, because this is special writing. I'm literally going to manifest financial abundance in my life. And I said, I can't just write with a regular pen for some reason. And I was like, well, I'm going to write anyway. So I first started scripting with just a regular pen. Mind you, I had it as I was writing. I said, I need a special pen for this book. I had a friend just come from Guatemala and said, hey, I have a present for you that I just bought. And I was like, oh, okay. I met up with the friend. He gave me a pen, a pen from a special made, custom made pen from Guatemala. And the craziest thing is the pen matched my manifestation book. It literally had all the colors that my manifestation book had. So I manifested this pen and I was like, wow, this is so meant to be. I will never forget, in 2019, before the pandemic hit, I wrote down scripting. So and I'm going to teach you guys how to script. Make sure you comment and hit the like button if you want me to teach you how to script. But I wrote down my intentions of what I wanted for myself, right? And I was like, I don't know how this is going to happen. It didn't happen right away. It didn't happen like the next day or the next month or the next couple of months. But it was, as I wrote it down and I let it go, I may not have saw it right away, but I started to see why it didn't happen right away, because God was already moving in the background. He was already moving everything, all the doors, all the shifts, all the changes, all the people that was supposed to be moving around. It was all about timing. And yes, people say, oh, it's not our timing, it's God's timing. That couldn't be far from that's so true, because I wanted something now, but it had to be set up the right way. Like, I remember I asked God for a new job one time. I'll say that. I asked God for a new job. And I was like, at the moment, because at that time I had a really bad I was working under a really bad manager. Like, I was like, I want new employee, I want new coworkers, like I want a new manager, like, so I'm manifesting a new job. But what God did was replace that toxic manager with a better manager, and all those people that I did not get along with, that were toxic, God had them leave, and they left, and I ended up getting new coworkers. So therefore I didn't get a new job, but God replaced the manager and the coworkers. So it was like a new job, because I was working with new people and a much more healthier environment. I also asked God, I literally got 2 raises within a year. Just last year in 2022, I got 2 raises within 1 year. And I wrote this down in 2021 and in the beginning of 2022, that, okay, I asked God for this amount, he granted it. I asked God for this amount, he granted it. It didn't come like that, but it came the exact amount. And I was really specific of what amount of money I wanted to bring in and make. And that is exactly what he did. I have seen so much financial increase in my life. I don't brag about it enough. I'm like really humble about it. I don't talk about it. But God has really gave me everything that I need and more. And I'm grateful for that. So even when I feel discouraged, when I don't see it right away, and I have my moments where I'm like, I don't see that happening. I don't see this getting better. I don't see this, This looks like the impossible. He makes it happen. And February is the most powerful, powerful month. The portal has opened. So anything that you want to grow your YouTube channel, you want to grow your finances, you're looking for a better job, you're looking for a bigger place to stay, a house, an apartment, now is the time to do that. I want you to go out and buy a manifestation book. I want you to go out and get a book to write in. And whatever book that calls to you, and I want you to go in with intentions, and go in the bookstore, go to Target, go to Walmart, and I want you to go in with intentions. And I want you to ask the Spirit to guide you to pick out the book that's for you. Pick out the pen that's for you. And I want you to start writing down exactly what you want. But don't just write it down. Write down, say, I am grateful to be making this amount of money this year. And I want you to be specific. I want you to be real specific. Okay? So write down what you want in life. Write down what you not only want, but act as if you already have it. Because when you feel like you already have it, you're telling the universe that it's for you, and it's there, and it's going to make a way in your life. Like, if I'm walking around knowing that I am the highest paid person on my team, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be the highest paid person in here, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? That has happened. That has happened. Because I wrote it down. I wrote it down as if I already had it. I am grateful to be making this amount of money. I am grateful to have my family go on trips. I am grateful to be traveling. I feel so good about traveling this year. I feel so good about being in Jamaica this year. Whatever it is, I am so grateful that I was able to get approved for this house. And get specific. This 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom home with 3 bathrooms and a game room and blah, blah, blah. I want you to get real specific. I am so grateful that I healed from this situation, and I'm no longer stuck on the past. Like, I'm so happy to be healed. I am so grateful to be healed. Like, write it down as if it already happened for you, because you're basically manifesting this. And this is the difference between saying, please, please, please give it, because you're speaking from a place of emptiness, as in like you don't have it, or you don't deserve it, or you're begging for it. Speak from a place of confidence that you are going to get it. You are going to have it. Because if you speak to any person who have the life that they always wanted, they will always tell you that they manifested it. They knew it was going to happen. That they knew. I am surrounded by so many successful people, from the entertainment industry, from what all different career fields. And every one of those people have subconsciously, and I don't even think they intentionally called it manifesting, has manifested it. Like, I know my friend, she's like, I just knew I was gonna, I knew that I'm gonna be a millionaire. And guess what? She's damn near a millionaire at this point. She's like, I knew that this was gonna, I had no doubt in my mind that this was gonna be. Like, for me, an example, I'll use mine. So obviously I work in media, and hey, and you don't stop, y'all. Hey, girl, thanks for joining. Let's get those likes up, please. So, for example, my job in the news business, I was told growing up that I will never be able to be working in TV because I'm an African American girl, and that I need to go to school to be a teacher or a nurse and do something that's normalized, right? Because how many people in my family work in the news business? No one. They never even they never even thought that was something that was possible. And I said, no, I'm gonna do something that's impossible to you guys. I'm gonna prove to you that I am worthy enough to do this. So when I entered into the news business, when I was applying for my job, I did get discouraged. I got discouraged because I heard a lot of no's, and a lot of people kept telling me, you're going to hear more no's than yes. But when you hear that one yes is going to change your life. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. So I went into it with that mindset, but I started to get discouraged because after you hear so many no's, the battle of the mind, the enemy starts to come in and starts to tell you that you're not worthy of the yes that you're looking for. And when we're growing up in an environment where, not manifestation, but healthy self-esteem was not practiced in the household, then you're going to be battling not only your fears, but your parents' fears. Your parents' fears for you. So you're juggling different people's fears, right? Hold on. Okay. You're going to be juggling different people's fears. So, because I didn't want to capture anybody in the back. You're going to be juggling people's fears. So, with me, it was like, man, maybe I should just go ahead and be a teacher and stop being like, don't have a job. And, people are asking me, what are you doing? And I don't have anything to tell them. But I was like, no, I'm not going to be a teacher. I am going to be a journalist. I know that I'm going to be a journalist. And I'm not going to let anybody try to tell me differently. I'll never forget, I went somewhere and I went to speak to children, and I didn't even have a job at this point. And we went to talk about journalism. They asked me, and I was like, okay, cool. I'll teach them what I've learned. And they asked me and said, this one guy got up there and said, yeah, being a journalist, you make no money and you work a lot, and there's no reward other than like you do it from passion. And I was like, I'm not going to sit up here and tell these kids that. And I got up there and as I was speaking to the kids, I was speaking to myself. And I was like, you can make a lot of money in journalism. Don't let nobody tell you that you cannot make a lot of money in journalism. That may be that person's path, but everybody's path is different, and there's great money in the news business. And as I'm telling the kids that, their eyes are lighting back up. And little did I know, a few months later, I ended up landing a job at a top 10 news station. And I also manifested that too, because before I got the job, there was a video of them taking inside the newsroom. And I remember that I was like, I'm gonna walk through that room, but I'm not only gonna walk through that room, I'm gonna work there. And I was like, okay, where's the department that I would be working in? And I was like, I'm going to be sitting in that chair. I'm going to be sitting in that chair. I manifested by visualizing myself sitting in that chair. Sitting in that chair. And what's crazy is that I applied for a position and didn't get that position. But then, like a couple of weeks later, I ended up getting a call for another position there. And thank God I didn't get that first position, because that position was like a high turnover position. The position that I got is the position that I've been working in and progressed in. And that's the one that God had for me. So I was mad about not getting that first position, but God already knew I'm not going to allow you to get a position that's a high turnover position that's going to stress you out and you're going to fail. So, and guess what? I got the job, right? And I was sitting in a chair and I didn't realize, something dawned on me and I said, oh my God, I'm sitting in the exact chair that I said I'm going to be sitting in. That's how powerful you are. That's how powerful you are in manifesting your life. You just have, the hardest part about manifesting is getting through the dark part of it, getting through the self-doubt, the worrying, the anxiety, the, oh, this is not possible, I've never seen it done, the discouragement, the no's, the disappointments, the struggle, all of that. Trust me, I understand that. I understand it very clearly. I've been there. And I just, and to be honest, I'm saying this because y'all, if you're not paying attention, we're going into a recession. That doesn't mean that you cannot prosper during a recession. Just because we're going through a recession doesn't mean you're going to suffer. Don't go into the recession in fear. Go into the recession in faith and be prepared in what you want and work towards that. And as you're working towards that and you're seeing all these no's, understand that God is moving in the background for you. You just don't see it yet. And you got to have faith. Because little did I know, I'm like, how am I going to do this? Especially because I had I'm like, man, I had a budget for this. Now I got to like make a budget for an extra kid. When I tell y'all, I got 2 raises in 1 year from the same job, that's unheard of. And no, my job did not, my position did not get harder. It did not get harder. I got exactly what I asked for and I wrote it down and I let it go. But guess what? I started moving in the way like, no, I deserve to be making more money, as in I am this person that makes this amount of money. And I started walking in that with no worries, no fears, no nothing. And guess what? God heard that and felt that. And that's why I was able to receive those blessings. But I'm going to say, be prepared. Be very prepared. This is not the time to go and like indulge, and because I'm not gonna lie, when I got some money, I start spending, and I'm like, no, let me get it back together. Like, let me be smart and savvy, because times are about to get rough for a lot of people. This is not the time to go and buy a new car just because you finally got that raise. This is not the time to go and like blow your money on unnecessary things. This is the time to appreciate what you already have and manage what you are already given. Because if you don't appreciate where you are now, even if you don't like where you are, appreciate where you have, how far you have come. Because when I have my moments where I'm like, man, I feel like I should be further. I feel like this, I feel like that. I look back at 16-year-old myself at 16 years old and I say, would 16-year-old B. Taylor be proud of the B. Taylor now? 16-year-old B. Taylor would think B. Taylor now is a badass. She would think she's so cool. She would think she's so successful and she's so proud of where she is in life. She would not think that she would make that amount of money. So when I think back on 16-year-old Brittany, I can give myself a lot of credit to say, you know what? 16-year-old B. Taylor is very, very, very proud of you. And I harness that energy, and that's where I'm able to appreciate where I am in life and where I'm headed, and stop comparing yourself to other people, because you don't know what it took for them to get there. I know people who struggled and had nothing growing up, only for them to be a millionaire now. Everybody's story is different in how they get there. And it may have taken that person longer than where it's taken you. So don't compare your story and where you're at in life to other people. They're having their moment. Amen. This is so true. You are speaking on it today. You are talking about where I'm at right now. And this is for you. Because when I tell you, God said, get on live right now and just speak. because he's been putting this on my heart all day. And I was like, oh, Lord, I don't feel like going live. It's a gloomy day. I'm tired. No, I'm doing this because I'm being obedient. I'm being obedient because whoever is watching this right now, this is for you. And I don't normally get these messages. But when God does speak to me, I'm going to get on here and be obedient, because I don't want to make God mad. I don't want to make him mad. So I'm on here now to let you know, go get a pen and paper, not just any pen and paper. Get something that's going to be special, customized to you, and lay it at your bedside. And you write down like you already got it, like it's already yours. That car is already yours. Your house that you want is already yours. That job that you want is already yours. It may not be the job that you think you want, but it's the job that God knows you need. And that's better. Because sometimes we want stuff. Sometimes we may ask God for stuff and he's like, why do you think it's so small? Why do you think it's so small? Why would you want something so small? Is that it? Because sometimes we only ask for things that we think we deserve. And that's our mistake. We need to know that we deserve more. Even if you don't feel worthy of it, start acting in it. Like, no, I know that I do deserve that. I do deserve to feel like this. I am worth more than this. I'm worth more to be paid than what I'm being paid. And I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm going to figure it out. When I tell you, I can't wait to tell you my testimony of how this all came about. I cannot wait to tell you my testimony, because it is nothing but God's grace and how he has blessed me and got me to this point. Everything that I have asked for, he has given. Like I'm in a currently position of manifesting something, like a bigger space, a bigger place. And even, I'll use an example. For those who's trying to look for an apartment. Right now, inflation is very high. Apartments cost a lot, right? Hey, Daryl Long. Thanks for joining. I remember when I was transitioning from 1 bedroom to a 2 bedroom. And I was like, God, like, oh, wow. Like, I don't know. I'm a little scared. Like, I don't know about this. I'm going to just apply. But I prayed about it and I believed, and I just kept looking and searching and searching and searching. And then boom, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful 2 bedrooms, 2 bathroom apartment popped up. Okay. And wooden floors. I asked for wooden floors. I said, I don't want no carpet, God. I don't want no carpet. I kept visualizing what my place was going to look like. It's going to have wooden floors. It was going to have an island in the kitchen. It was going to have a lot of windows. And guess what? That's exactly what I got. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you so much. Yes. Make sure you give a thumbs up, because YouTube be hating and I'm not in the algorithm. So, but, yeah. I visualized how I wanted my place to look, and I visualized it and was like, I was looking at places I couldn't even afford at that time. And I was like, why are you looking at places you can't even afford? But I'm like, I'm gonna look anyway, because I'm getting an idea of how I want my place to look. I'm asking God for the price. And I was able to find it out of nowhere. I was able to find it for way less than what it was worth. And I got a good deal on moving in. And I was like, that is nothing but God. If I can do that and God can do that, then it can happen again. And it can happen for you. Even when it don't look like, even every time you open up and you're looking for a place to stay, or you moving out your parents' house or whatever, you're looking at a job, just know, like, visualize it. Even visualize how much money you want in your bank account. But don't visualize it from a place of despair or a place of desperation. Because when you act in a place of desperation, you're telling God that you don't trust him. You're telling him that you don't trust him. That's why you're acting out of desperation. So don't act out of desperation, but only act out of faith. As in, it's going to be there. It's just coming. Like, if you want $200,000 in your bank account, you better be doing something to work your butt off to get. I don't even care. Just apply for jobs. Go do something where you're like, okay, how can I get there? Oh, I want to start a podcast. I want to start writing a book. I want to start, whatever it is that you want to do, and visualize it. and work for it, because we can't just manifest and sit on it. That's not, I've done that. I was manifesting and sitting there, and I done seen the church folks that I went to church with, and my grandmother and all of them, they would want something and say, oh, God's gonna get it, God's gonna provide, but they don't do nothing to work towards it. And working towards it doesn't mean that God is not gonna grant it. It's just you're showing God that you are deserving of what you are asking for, and you're going to work towards it. That is the difference. Because I grew up around people that said, well, God gonna handle it. God gonna give me everything I need. One day God is gonna, and I didn't see God do nothing. You know why? Because they didn't do it. I know a woman who made beautiful cakes and pies. And she said, one day God is gonna open up a bakery shop for me. But you only make cakes on the holidays. You're not making cakes. You only making cakes. You're not selling them. You're making cakes for free. You're not acting already as a business. You could have acted as a business. All those cakes she had made for church events, for family, for friends, didn't ask for no money. Spent her own money making it for free. When you're moving it for free, guess what? People, that you're telling the universe you don't want a business, because that's not how you run a business. You run a business by charging people. You run a bit. So she could have had her pie business, her pie and cake business, but she was, oh, I'm waiting for God. I'm waiting for God to give me my building. When you had the money, you did not spend it and invest it towards that, nor did you charge people for your pie. So if you have a special service that you do and you're doing it for free, and because you're scared that nobody's gonna pay, people are going, in the beginning, it may be slow. People probably won't pay. But one day, you keep at it, and you keep doing it, and you keep marketing yourself, and you keep working towards it, it's going to happen for you. You just have to believe that it's going to happen for you. Sometimes it's okay to be delusional. It's okay to be delusional. People thought I was being delusional when I said that I was going to be an award-winning journalist. They thought that that would never happen, especially because of my life path. Oh, she's just a mom. She's just going to be a baby mama. Da, da, da. I'm far from it. I'm far from that. You can't label something on me. You can't get mad of my calling that God has put on my life. I am way more than what a lot of people expected me to be. Way more. And I'm grateful for where I am in life. I can't compare what I shoulda, coulda, dida, what I coulda did. It's the past. All you can do is focus on now. Hold on, let me look at this comment. Jean Maxine Pierre, I agree with everything you are saying. There are days I can't believe I'm where I'm at in life. Then I realized it was God's plan, and his plan was bigger than mine. Exactly. God's plan is so much bigger than ours. Sometimes our parents did not teach us how to manifest. But guess what? I'm teaching y'all what my parents didn't teach me. I came across all of those videos for a reason, just like you came across this video for a reason. So I'm telling you now, whatever you're asking for, act as if you already have it. It's just not in your possession right now. It's already yours. But you have to know that you are worthy. And how do you know that you are worthy? Is you act like you already got it. You talk like you already got it. You walk like you already got it. A lot of men think, oh, once I finally make 6 figures, I can finally talk to this woman and have that confidence. No, sir. Act like you already have it. Act like you already have that confidence. Walk in that. Banan Deuce question. Yes, ask the question. If you have any questions, definitely comment them, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. It's getting hot in here. I have my heater on and stuff. It is freezing outside. B. Taylor bringing the sunshine and a good word. Thank you, Travel One. Yes. Look, y'all, my life is a walking testimony, and a lot of people tried to group me in and stereotype me. You can't stereotype me. Hey, Banan. But you can't stereotype me. You can't. And I went through things for a reason. And I can't question that. But I know that I'm not a statistic. I don't care what anybody say. It's so crazy to me. Because I've come very far in life. I've been following Banana. I've been following you for years, and I want to know if marriage is something you still want. Of course. Of course. Marriage is definitely something I do want. Look, I manifested some things, and, I can't get into detail. Maybe when it's already on my finger, I can get into detail. But, I don't know. I want to share more with you guys, but I feel like that's something I'll share on, like, my membership. Like, if you join my membership, and that's where I can be more personable, because since I've been entered into the manosphere, a lot of people like to use my personal life as attacks. But one thing I can say, y'all can't call me a baby mama, because I'm not a baby mama. I'm not a baby mama, and I'm not a single mother. Okay, I'm a mother. I'm a mother, and that's it. Thank you, Ben. No, and that question is fine. But I'm gonna just say, like, that single mother stigma is a negative stigma, and I'm learning that. Like, when you call yourself a baby mama or a single mother, that's a stigma, and it's a negative connotation that comes with it. So I'm no longer, like, calling myself that, because that's not what I am. I am a wife. I am a mother. So, and that's what I'm walking in. I'm walking in that essence. I'm walking into that essence. I'm also healing. I'm a healed woman. I am healing, and I'm on my healing journey. You can't, even if you've made mistakes or whatever, like, you can't just put those stigmas. I don't want any kids, but I don't like that term either. Wait, what did she say? Banana, I don't have any kids, but I don't like that term either. Yeah, I'm learning that when you call yourself a single mother, it means that you're struggling, you're on food stamps, like your baby daddy ran off, you done slept with somebody you really didn't know, and the man is not in the life. And I'm like, y'all, that is far from what my reality is. We are all on a journey for sure. And you know what gets you off course of your journey? When you look and start judging other people's journeys. When you look and start comparing your journey to other people's. That's when you get off course and slow down. You got to look at your journey like it's not a race, because there's only one. Your end is different from somebody else's end. So what are you racing towards? Unless you're comparing yourself. Sometimes when you race, you don't get to enjoy the actual journey itself. Ask a lot of these rappers, ask a lot of these talent people. They say the best thing about getting there was the journey. That's why a lot of them kind of feel lost once they get there, because they actually didn't learn what they were supposed to learn through the journey. Banana Deuce, and that's why I asked, some people don't care for a marriage aspect. You know what? And some people don't. And that's not for me to judge them. If you don't want to get married, marriage is not meant for everybody. And I'm going to say that, like, marriage is not meant for everybody. There's people who try marriage and get married and get divorced and be like, yeah, that was not for me. Some people are not going to be mothers. Some people are not going to be fathers. Everybody's in this world is not meant to be a mom, and not everybody is meant to be married. I mean, can we accept that? Like, we can't stop forcing our beliefs on people. We can't, like, how I did things, I would never advocate for. Hey, Christopher Payne. Shout out to Christopher Payne. He's part of my membership. Shout out to you. But, yeah, like, right now, I'm in a path of, like, getting my body together. I've been working out. I've been eating healthy. I've been eating clean. I was on a fast. Like, God has really been testing me. I've been tested. I'm not going to say God. I don't know. But I've been getting tested a lot throughout my journey and throughout my fasting and prayer and asking for what I need. And today is the last day of my 21-day Daniel fast. I did a 3-day juicing cleanse, and I did a 21-day Daniel fast, and I've lost over 10 pounds. Yes, I lost over 10 pounds. Your girl is feeling good. Her waist is much more snatched. If you haven't seen what my body look like, baby, go look on the community tab. You snap back after baby. We see you. Thank you, Banana, but I did not snap back. I did not snap back. Like, y'all, if I showed y'all photos, look, if I showed y'all photos how I looked after I had my baby, I did not snap back. Like, you could, my hips are much wider. My thighs are much bigger. My butt is much wider. Like, everything was definitely needed to be a little bit more snatched up and toned up. And I've been hitting the gym almost every day and working out, and it just feels so good to finally take care of me, because for the longest I have not. That first year after having a baby, you don't like take care of yourself, because it's not about you, it's about caring for everybody but you. Well, that's what it feels like, so I'm now able to, like, all things black men love. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, I guess so. But I want to be my best self, and that's getting my body together, that's eating healthy, that's taking care, because I was going through some digestive issues, some health issues, because I wasn't taking care of myself. Congratulations on completing the Daniel fast. Yay, thank you, and you don't stop. Yo, thank you so much. Like, I can't believe I did it, and I didn't fold. I didn't eat any bad things. I didn't drink what I wasn't supposed to drink. Like, I was literally so disciplined. And what this Daniel fast not only taught me is how disciplined I am. If I can do this, I can do anything. It's all about the mental up here. So it's February, and what's so ironic, and that's how this is how February is the month for me personally, because my Daniel fast ended today on February 1st, entering into a new beginning. So when I get home from work today, best believe, I am going to pull out my manifestation book and start manifesting for this entire year. Yes, manifesting for this entire year. But be careful, because know what you asking for. Because I asked God for healing and growth, and guess what, baby? I was tested. I was triggered. I had to get triggered so I can know what needed to be worked on and what I needed to heal from. Okay, so just know what you asking for. If it's discipline, to work out, to eat healthier, have a body, all of that, a car, a house, a new job, finances, whatever it is, be intentional when you write that down. Don't be scared. Be intentional and act as if you already have it. And after you're done writing it out, I want you to take a moment to feel all those feelings and just smile and shout and laugh and just feel good. Like, this is how I would feel if I lived in this house. This is how I would feel, having this amount of money in my bank account. I'm so grateful. And then just tell God, like, I'm so grateful that there's this amount of money in my bank account. Thank you. This is this amount of money in my savings account. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to save up over, whatever in your bank account. Okay. And I'm gonna let you guys know it is a time to start putting money aside in your savings account and save for an emergency fund. Please do that, guys. If y'all don't do one thing, please do that. I'd like your opinion on manifestation. Do you think there's a fine line in trusting God and manifesting? To me, God is the universe. In the Bible, it says God is. God is. God is everything. And I know faith without works is dead. Exactly. It's like we put words on things, right? We put words in, how can I say this? Because I was fearful of using the words manifestation. That's all prayer is. Prayer is manifestation. Prayer is manifestation. So you can pray or you can manifest, but it even says in the Bible, write down your intentions of what you want and believe that God can fulfill, basically. So he said, be intentional in writing down what you want. Without a vision, the people perish. Writing it down does work. Speak it too. Travel One. Thank you, Travel One, for saying that. That's so true. If you have goals, don't just write down like, this is my goal for this year, my goal is this, my goal. Don't say that's my goal. Say, I am grateful that this has happened. I am grateful to receive this, what is it called? Job offer. I am so grateful to be making this amount of money this year. I am so grateful to be bringing in this amount of money a month. Be specific. Be real specific. Just know what you are asking for and work and continue to work towards it. So I don't want to keep y'all long. I am on my break, but the Spirit put this on my my heart. If you have any questions, and if you want a part 2 on exactly how I script it, comment below. Give this video a thumbs up and comment below to let me know how you have if you want me to show you how I have scripted, and exactly how I do it and what I do, because I write it down different ways. I write the same thing down in different ways, like 4 different ways. So if you want me to show y'all, definitely comment. Benandus, you are dope, love. Thank you. You're dope too. I love y'all. Like my subscribers, that's like my subscribers that's been with me, riding with me, like y'all don't understand, like y'all keep me posting. That's the reason why I post is because of you guys. The reason why I continue doing YouTube is because of y'all. Oh, Benan, thank you so much. So sweet. I love you guys so much. And yeah, just let me know if you want me to show y'all scripting. If y'all want me to do more spiritual videos. Like my channel is a little all over the place, I understand, but it's more about me. It's about B Taylor. It's about what B Taylor wants to share. If there's something that I saw on the Shade Room that made me mad, I want to talk about it with y'all. You know, if there's something that is on my spirit and on my heart, I'm gonna talk about it with y'all. You know, thank you so much, Christopher. You have a good day too, and you don't stop. Yo, thanks, B. I appreciate the talk today. Would love to see a part 2. Yes, I'm gonna do a part 2 to this. Hopefully sometime this week. If not, I'll definitely do it on Monday. Maybe like a pre-recorded. Unless you guys want me to do this live as well. Just let me know in the comments and just get this decided. It's your platform. Thank you. Yes, it is. That's why I'm just like, I don't really have a niche. I don't have a niche. Sometimes I like to do reviews on certain things, but I like to see, I like to do reviews on certain things. So it's just whatever I feel like talking about, to be honest. It's whatever I feel like talking about. So thank y'all for joining, but I am going to log off so I can go back to work. But I really hope this has resonated with you. If it did, please comment below and get the likes up, please. I really appreciate it, so other people can, and like and share the video if you would like as well. Like, share it with somebody who may have needed this message today. And love you guys so much. This month is the time. Do not take advantage of it. Do not miss this opportunity. The portal is open. Please manifest it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. Love y'all.